Okay, the next review I'm going to do is on this Amphibicon or Beware of the Bear Dog or whatever this is. It's obviously about some prehistoric animal. It was interesting, and it obviously, the person who made this had some skill embedding videos into their PowerPoints. But let's take a look at the rankings and see where we're at here. So the slides were, in my view, kind of attractive. And that is basically he had some big images, some big nice pictures that were well done. He also definitely, like I said, had some video that was useful as well. Um, the only problem is sometimes they fought against each other, where he had pictures and videos in the same slides, and things were going on at the same time. So that's why I didn't give him a three or her a three. I don't know who made this, but that was kind of my thought process on that. Um, so the information, okay, was the information supported by images or videos? I don't know. I mean, at least I knew what it looked like, I guess. The images and the videos gave me a good idea of what we think bear dogs look like. But did it really connect with the text or the other materials to really hammer home what idea I was supposed to get out of this? Yeah, not so much. And that leads me to this ranking. Was it easy to understand? No. The Like I said, the slides kind of fought against each other. There was either a video or the graphics were going on, and then you had text, but usually they were fighting against each other. You didn't know what to focus on or what to look at. And to be honest, I really just started drifting my eyes towards the video and not really even looking at the printed information at all. So that was kind of, it just didn't really, everything here didn't really help me figure out what's going on with what I'm supposed to know. So, um, moving on. Oh, one thing, I have some notes too. I just want to say there was a cool image that I think could have been good as a standalone. I probably could get it here too. Um, I like this image right here. Okay, I wish that this would have been an interesting thing to learn about and have that be like the full screen, just that image would have been good. But once again, then you have the video and the image and text all competing for my attention, and I don't know necessarily what to focus on. Um, so that was something that was interesting. There's some good ideas in here, they just weren't presented well. Let's go back. And now, if we touch on the text, is the text legible? I don't even know if there's grammatical errors because I couldn't see it half the time. The text was too small. Um, so it was hard to see or know what's going on. And once again, my eyes were always averted because I was looking at other things as well. There was no real text highlighting that I can see. I can see or remember. All the text was just plain Jane white most of the time, and that's about it, really. Yeah. So, oh, wrong slide. Sorry about that. And there's too much text as usual, just like the other one. Way too much text, way too much information, and to be honest, I'm a little suspicious of the information that was presented because it looked like to me that somebody just copied and pasted all the information they found on a book or a website and just pasted it on each slide. And we'll get to that a little bit more here, why I think that. Organization was okay, I think. I mean, I watched it a few times to look at the text, and it seems like the text followed some kind of logical sequence. It kind of went through the timeline of where these things started in Europe, then they were in the North American continent, and how they traveled and why they extinct. But once again, it way too hard to. One, it moved too fast. Two, the writing was small, so it was just kind of hard to figure out what was going on. I didn't understand the introduction or the conclusion. I think there were jokes mixed in there. The introduction, I didn't know where that fit in. The ending was this kind of a crude joke. I don't even know if that was supposed to be there or not, but probably wouldn't be something I'd want to show in a project. So that was kind of hurt the organization. The only reason I gave it a 2 is because it seemed like the text followed some kind of chronological order. But once again, I'm very suspicious of that text. And so this is what I kind of saw, or what I'm talking about. They didn't present any research. They didn't cite anything, although there was in-text citations made throughout the text. There was a lot of it made, actually. It seemed very scholarly, almost too scholarly to be paired with some of the almost elementary, middle schoolish type videos and jokes and everything else. So that's what gave me my suspicion that this probably was copy and pasted. Um, there was all these insight or in-text citations, but no resource page to follow up and look at those citations and where they came from. And the presenter did not really tell us too much. All they said was, we got all our information from these 2 documentaries, and they just had 2 pictures of documentaries. So I don't know. I don't really think that qualifies for following copyright laws or citing your sources. And once again, I think it was plagiarized. It looks like the information actually did come from a scholarly journal, but I don't think he wrote any of it. So, or he or she, whoever it was, wrote any of it. So that's why I would just give this all a 1 if I was actually grading that person out. That's kind of my thought process on that. And oh yeah, one more thing. They kind of had like kind of coming up to here to organization. They had some strange bird come in at the end, and I don't know why that was even put in there, but that again leads to some of this organization. So anyway, I hope that makes sense, and I will sign off here. Thanks for listening.